Hi everyone, it's Tish with Naptime Creations. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. It's free and it'll help me out a lot, so hit that subscribe button. Today we're going to be making some resin coasters, and we're going to be making some flowers with alcohol inks. So let's jump in and get started. I went ahead and mixed up my resin off camera just to save time, and we're going to be pouring these in 3 layers. And these are the coaster molds that I had posted about previously. You get a huge, or not a huge, you get a 4-pack of square molds and a 4-pack of hexagon molds off Amazon. And it was only about $12. I'll link them down below if you guys want to check them out. But you don't want to pour them like this. I had never used these molds before, and I had way too much resin in my cup. So you want to make sure that your cup has only a little bit of resin in it, and then go in and pour around your perimeter of your mold. So that way you're not going to have it spilling all over the place like I was. But it's easy to fix. I just took this silicone tool and kind of scooped it out, or scooped it into the perimeter of the molds. And you don't have to do this if you don't want to have the border of your coasters to have a different color of glitter, but I did, so I poured them like this. But yours won't be as messy if you only pour about 1 ounce of resin into your cup and then pour around the perimeter of the mold. And I let them dry for a day and went in with some tape and just picked up the extra pieces of resin that were in the mold. And now here we are the next day, gonna go in and do our alcohol ink flowers. So I'm going to be using the alcohol inks from RESIN, and this is their Sinker White. So I have about 1 ounce of clear here, and I'm adding 35 drops of that Sinker White, and I'm going to go in and give it a good mix. And I had never used this white before. It's a lot different than the Pinata Blanco Blanco that I'm used to. It's not as opaque, but it ended up working out really well for this technique. So now I'm going in with just clear resin. I'm not filling the molds up all the way to the top, because tomorrow we're going to go in and fill them up with more glitter the rest of the way. I was just filling them up just to almost underneath the rim of the mold, hitting it with my heat gun on high to pop bubbles. And now we're going to go in with 2 colors. I was going to use 3 colors, but I ended up only using 2. I'm using this peach red alcohol ink from RESIN, and I'm just doing a few drops in the corners like this of the peach red, and now I'm going to go in the center and use the lemon yellow. And I did add a few more drops of the peach red in the yellow section, but not too much. I wanted the center of these to be mostly that yellow. I'm just going to finish up adding my inks here, and then we're going to go in with that white that we mixed up, the Sinker White, and we're going to do some swirls. So here's that white. I'm going to just go in and do some swirly motions. And I'm just kind of doing lots of swirls all over each of these, and that's it. I'm going to cover these up with an upside down storage container and check on them in 1 hour. So here we are 1 hour later, and my plan was to swirl these and do cloud technique type coasters, but I thought that these looked like flowers, so I decided to just leave them as they were because I thought they looked really pretty. So I covered them back up with my upside down storage container, and here we are the next day. We're going to go in with some iridescent glitter and just fill the molds up the rest of the way. And this is an iridescent white glitter. I was going to do silver so it would match that first border pour that we did, but I thought the silver might take away from the flowers because these are alcohol inks and the alcohol inks are transparent. So I thought that silver might be a little bit too bold to do as a backing layer for this layer, so I went in with some iridescent white glitter instead. And I'm just filling the molds up the rest of the way, making sure they're all the way filled up to the top. These molds take about 4 ounces each, so they do take a bit of resin, and I'm just going to kind of spread out that glitter. And I'm going to go in with my silicone paintbrush, go around the rims of each of the coasters, just making sure if there's any bubbles trapped around the edge that they're going to get dislodged. Hit them with my heat gun just to pop any bubbles, and then we'll cover them up, let them dry for 24 hours, and here we are ready to demold them. This one turned out so pretty. It looks just like a beautiful tropical flower. I was going to demold these in some better lighting. I do all of my resin art in my garage, but it wasn't sunny outside on this day, so I'm just going to pop these out of the molds really quickly. And then I'll take them outside and show you guys how they look in some natural lighting. They turned out really, really pretty. I did demold one of these off camera because I was so excited to see how they turned out. This technique is so fun. I hope you guys give it a try. It's basically the same as the cloud technique, except you don't go in and do your swirls 1 hour later. And if you haven't seen any of my cloud technique videos, I will link a few of my favorites down below in the description box and leave them at the end card screen of this video. Just click the picture and it'll take you straight to the video and you can go check it out. But I think these turned out awesome. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and go check out a few more of my other videos. That would really help me out a lot. I'll see you guys next week for another video. Bye guys.